Well, hey guys, today's video is basically, I'm going to throw some discs that I've got, whether I bought them or somebody's given them to me, and I just wanted to let you see some of the discs that I have hanging around the house that I haven't really done a lot with, that I thought I'd give them a little love. And I'm going to bring you along with me right after the intro. Okay, full disclosure, this video came about because I got 4 discs that were given to me at USDGC and I wanted to give them a little love, try them out. And I've got other discs lying around that I've gotten like at the expos that I haven't done anything with. Speaking of expos, coming up in January and March in Boston and Dallas, make sure to pencil that in, get ready to come. It's gonna be awesome, bigger, better. Love to see you there. I'm just gonna start with these 4. And so Garrett over at Hooligan Disc, such a great guy, I like him a lot. He said, hey, just try these out. And this is the flip, and a lot of people like it. And to be honest, I wanted to compare it to, he's like, he likes it better than the Rollo, he said. And so I was gonna I couldn't find the Rollo. And then I left the Paradox in the car because I think it's gonna be a lot of the same. But I'm getting ready to play Ultimate, so I'm trying to do this in the middle of everything. You know how life goes sometimes. But this is a 5.6 -4.1. Gonna try that out. Then he gave me the thread to try out, the 9.5 -1.1, but he said those are kind of numbers I like a lot, but he also said that Chandler Kramer really enjoyed it for forehands. You would think maybe it would be a little bit flippy or something for forehands, but he says it really holds up well for forehands. So unfortunately, I'm going to try that out on this shoulder right here. But then DFX Disc, Donnie gave me, this is the Mustang. And the thing about it is they're coming up with this neat, basically they can create their own custom foil. Look how beautiful that thing is. Anyway, the thing I like about this is, first of all, it's beautiful, but then it's a Mustang, which is basically what I've got in the Torpedo in my practice disc. So I'm gonna throw those and kind of compare those. But anyway, just a beautiful straight flying disc. I like it a lot, especially in glow plastic. Glow's coming up. Glow season is here, just about here, almost here. And a great time to start thinking about glow stuff. Might have a video on that coming up. And then finally, I asked Donnie for wanting to get a little more stable trail. And I'm going to compare this with 2 of my kind of workhorse trails that I've been playing for a while that are getting a little more flippy. And I'm going to compare the brand new Tales of Terror trail with the other 2, see how they do. And then I've got a batch of other discs that I may bring along, but no promises because I may run out of time. But so let's just start out. If I got time, I'll go grab the Paradox and do it with this, but let's face it. It's a 5.6 -4.1. It's just gonna be a flippy disc. It feels really good. This is from the Disc South last year. Little stamp on that. And so I'm gonna start out with it because that's a good place for my back to start. All right, so I'm gonna throw these. I'm generally gonna try to throw these probably about 50 miles an hour, maybe 1,000 RPM, something around there. I'm not gonna kill myself. That's a good general. It might be a little bit up and down. You can extrapolate out from there. So I got that a little nose up, but even with the nose up, it fought and just held over this way. If I threw that flatter, I'm sure that would have banked off a little bit more. That was my first throw, so yeah, this is real scientific. I've got the Mustang, but let's warm up. I wasn't as worried about the flip. A lot of people have thrown the flip, kind of know the flip, I understand that. But I want to compare the Mustang to the Torpedo, which should be the same disc. I mean, they pretty much look identical. But so then I've got a couple Torpedoes, and then I've got a Buzz, I've got a Mako 3, and I even grabbed a Morning Star from Gateway. And I just want to see, I'm going to compare the flights of these 6. I'm going to throw them all back to back. I will finish with this. Hopefully my back will warm up as we go through these. All right, start with the Buzz. Nice, straight and smooth. We've got a little cross tailwind coming across here. It's basically blowing across this way, so it's going to hold them a little bit straighter. Let's try the Morning Star. Nice and straight, right down the middle. Mako 3. Oh, sorry, I lied. J. I put that one on a little bit more hyzer and it popped up and just rode straight. Very nice. I've got 2 torpedoes. We'll get rid of 1 torpedo. All right, so now the torpedo. Oh, look at that nose up. Poop. Let's throw the other torpedo. Just nice and straight and boogies. I like it a lot. Let's face it, I like all those. I love a straight flying mid. All right, and here we go, the Mustang. Yep, any one of those discs is great, but man, I like having the Mustang now. I've got the Mustang and glow in my glow bag, but I've got the torpedoes as my practice backups for that, and I'm basically throwing the exact same disc. Win-win. All right, let's try the Hooligan. And now I've got it, it's 9.5 minus 1.1. The closest I got right now, I felt like was the Valkyries and the Insanities. And so I'm gonna throw, the Valkyrie is a 9.4 minus 2.2, so a little flippier. And then the Insanity is a 9.5 minus 2, 1.5. Oh, and then I grabbed the Spartan. I forgot about that. The Spartan, which is a 9.6 minus 2.1. So these, I'm trying to get as close to this as possible. And we're gonna throw these on forehand. I'm gonna start with the Valkyrie, and then I'll go to the Halo Valkyrie. It should be a little more stable, but let's see how they do. I'm not happy about this, by the way. I'm doing this under duress, because, yeah. So I'm not gonna kill myself on these, but I wanna see how they respond. I threw that nice and low, dragged out, fading on back. Not bad, especially for my first throw of the day. All right, here we go. So yeah, that is definitely the, it got no flip up. That Halo Valkyrie just said, no, I'm gonna just keep going that way. All right, let's try the Insanity. Now the Insanity has a little wear and tear on it, so that should actually maybe make it a little bit more flippy. Let's see. Yep, it just popped up a little, but still got that stability at the end. I'm just happy these are halfway decent throws. All right, now the Spartan. 9.6 minus 2.1. That was a good release. There it goes, a little bit to the left, and then it's just gonna fade on back. Nice. And now the one we've been waiting for, let's see how the Hooligan does. 9.5 minus 1.1. So I will say this, just the intangibles. You know, when you throw a disc, how does it give you feedback? Now, it could be subliminal because Garrett told me it felt it was gonna be good for the forehand or whatever, but it felt a little more solid, if that makes sense, on that forehand. That felt good. I'll have to throw some more. This is just a little tease, a little taste, but that was nice. If you like to throw forehands, that one feels like it's gonna be a nice, controllable, workable forehand. And a great backhand too, 9.5 minus 1.1. How could you not like that? All right, now we go to the distance. This is my most flippy. Then we've got, it's starting to get flippy. I lost the other one at mile marker 63. And so it basically, hopefully should be this kind of a gradient as far as flippy, not as flippy, and a little more stable. That's what I'm hoping for, because I'm trusting this to be more stable than these guys. So I'm just gonna try to throw this out flat and let it ride. Get out of the way. Yeah, you see how that thing's just going over to the right. Yeah. I need to throw that as a hyzer flip, no longer flat. With that in mind, I'm gonna give this just a little hyzer. And see, that popped up to flat, and it's just gonna cruise. That's nice, but I released, instead of releasing flat, I released it here. It popped up, cruised, and fell off. But if I'd thrown that flat, it would have gone over here. Would have gotten good distance. It's not bad. I mean, I'm still using that, and it's a workhorse in my bag. But now I'm gonna throw this nice and flat, hopefully. Maybe even just a little bit of an anhyzer and see if it will fight it to give me just a little more distance. Yep, I pulled that to the right, but boy, it fought back, and it's gone. I tugged it over a little bit, so you know, I'm kind of trying to aim a little bit right of that light pole. I tugged it over and it just got on edge, and then it just flattened up and it just boogied. I'm a lot farther with that one. I'm gonna have to go get those and do those again. But while I'm here, let's just do this. I got this at the last expo by Des Redding in one of her seminars, the goat, and it is a, yeah, we'll have to look it up. I think it's a 12 speed, feels like it, but yeah, first time throwing it. Yep, I'll probably say 12.5 minus 1.2 or something like that. Definitely got a little stability to it. I should have added a little anhyzer. And these I got at the expo as well. I got Bedanza, I got the Sphinx, and I got the Pharaoh. I think the Pharaoh is supposed to be one of, a lot of people liking the distance on that one. So, boy, I really should have paid attention to this. Guys, this is what I do. I just grab discs and I throw them. So let's see how they do. That was a good release. Just popped up a little turn to the right and then just boogied. Yep, good flight. And now the Pharaoh. All right, let's get a good one with this one, Pete. That one's got more stability to it. Okay, interesting. Then when I caddied for Clay Edwards at the Music City Open last year, he gave me a K1 hard Malm that I literally haven't thrown. Doesn't even have my name on it. I better not forget to pick this one up. Number similar to a Firebird, I think. Thunderbird. What's the word? Yep, just going out and now hook up. I think that wind's holding it. But yeah. So remember this is a spindle. I like it a lot. It is very controllable. That's the one that I talked about. Is it worth the money? And do you get worried about if you lose a $35 disc? All right, we got the old prototypes. I got these at the expo. You're noticing a theme. And it's the Climo. These are the prototypes for the Bel Air, all that. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna throw these once again because I didn't give them enough love back when I got them. Start with the putter. Give it a little height. Boy, it's more stable than I thought. That's not bad, nice and stable. All right, we'll go with the mid-range, and I think the mid-range is a little more stable. I think it's closer to like a proxy. So I'm gonna give it a little anhyzer. Yep, and then that's gonna just fight out. It's not super overstable. I mean, it's got some stability. Granted, the wind's coming across here, so it's holding when they're trying to make that transition out. It's not letting it get back this way as much because the wind's coming in and settling it this way. And then finally, the driver, 174 grams. Oh, I released that in my body. I was here. I never gave it a chance. I just hooked it up on hyzer. But anyway, all of them, let's face it, I love discs. I love just about every disc. You give me a disc and I'll make it work in my bag. But those are a lot of fun discs. Just people I want to give a shout out to, say, hey, thanks. Some of them I bought, some were given to me. But they were sitting around going, hey, I was made to be thrown. We need to throw them. Anyway, I don't even know if this video will go anywhere, if y'all care about it or whatever. I may mix it in with something else. But I just want to give some of these discs a little bit of love. If you want me to do more on one of these discs or go a deeper dive or something like that, it was more like, hey, I've got these. Let me throw them, see how they do. Bring you along. Hope that helps. Hope to see you out on the course.